Good morning, dear students. Welcome. Welcome for the online teaching program organized by Gokhale Education Society. And I am Bhushan Sudhakar Patil, PS Patil, teacher in HL High School English Medium, Ozhar Township. Dear students, as we all know that because of the spread of coronavirus, that is COVID-19, we cannot go to the school and take our education, and that's why our society has decided to provide education to the students through online education program. And now I am, as a social studies teacher, I shall teach you history, civics and geography for standard 6th. We are going to study history, and the topic is the Indian subcontinent and history. This lesson is divided in 3 subpoints. First one is geographical conditions and the history. The second point is geographical features of India, and the third and last one is the Indian subcontinents. We will study this lesson through these 3 points one by one. History and its pillars. History is a coherent account of the significant past events in the progress of human civilization. Time, place, society, and individuals are the 4 major pillars of history. Geographical conditions and history. First, the component place is related to geographical conditions. Second, history and geography are inseparable. Third, history is influenced by geographical conditions. Fourth, diet, clothing, housing, occupation, and in fact, all human life in any region depends on its geographical characteristics. Therefore, we find differences in the lifestyle of the people of the hilly regions and those of the plains. The fifth, the climate and the rainfall, agriculture, produce, flora and fauna of the region are the main sources of livelihood. Human settlements have flourished wherever the means of livelihood are plenty. Seventh, the degradation of the environment, drought, invasions, etc. lead to scarcity of means and people are forced to leave their settlements. Geographical features of India. When we think of geographical features of India, we must consider that India is a peninsular country. Peninsular country means water bodies from 3 sides of the land and land from the remaining one side. That is called peninsular country. The first feature is India is a large country having Himalayas to its north, the Bay of Bengal to east, the Arabian Sea to the west, and the Indian Ocean to its south. The second feature, except Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea, India has a continuous geographical area, a very vast continuous geographical area. Pakistan and Bangladesh were parts of India before 15th August 1947. As we are studying about the ancient India, so we must consider this part as the part of India, because before 15th August 1947 it was the part of India. When we look at the course of geographical history of India, there are principal geographical regions of India. The first one is the Himalayas. We can see in the map these Himalayan ranges are having great importance in the geographical history of India. The second one is the plains of river Sindhu. We can see here Ganga and Brahmaputra. These plains are having great importance in the geographical history of India. The third one is the desert. We can see the Thar desert. It is also having great importance. The fourth one is Deccan Plateau. This Deccan Plateau is also having great importance in the geographical history of India. The coastal regions, because the ancient trade was conducted through sea routes, and these coastal regions are having great importance in that sense. And the last one is islands in the sea, as we are having two main island regions, that is Andaman and Nicobar in Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea. These two are also having great importance. In this way we have studied the geographical conditions and history, then geographical features of India and geographical regions. With the help of map, I hope you must have understood the details of the ancient geographical history of India. The Indian subcontinent. Dear students, the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are in today's Pakistan. Afghanistan, you can see I am pointing out Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and India together form the region known as South Asia. Considering the expanse and significance of India in this whole region, it is also known as Indian subcontinent. The Harappan civilization had spread mainly in the northwestern part of Indian subcontinent. This is north and this western part, this China, Myanmar, these are our neighboring countries, are not a part of South Asia or Indian subcontinent. However, they had cultural and trade relations with ancient India. They have an important place in the study of ancient Indian history. Now we have studied the lesson or topic, and you have to review it at least 1 or 2 times, and you have to read the text also, so that you can get what you have missed, and of course you have to answer the questions given in the exercise. So dear students, I hope you have understood everything what I taught you. So stay home, stay safe.